All right, wait for Coach. What's up?
First thoughts, just maybe initially too on Gecko and Wood today and how they look, what you saw from them.
I mean, I thought they both looked great, actually. Throwing the ball 95, 96 miles an hour in this type of weather, first time out. You know, obviously they're on a 2-inning max or pitch limit. They both got their innings in. And threw a lot of strikes. You know, Gecko got to a couple of full counts, got out of it. I think maybe they each walked one, but yeah, I thought first time out really good.
And Aiden Jimenez too. I know you mentioned he was a little ahead of schedule. Did you have an inkling when you talked to us last week he would be able to pitch like right away, first day of practice today?
But we didn't know in the fall. We weren't sure. We weren't sure when we got him to, you know, to sign with us, come with us, and even to the verbiage was basically, if you're not ready to pitch this year, we'll get you ready for next year. And kid's an incredible worker. I mean, he's not even 12 months out of Tommy John, and he's got good stuff. But we knew a couple months ago that he was going to be ready for this season. Throws the ball downhill. I mean, he made one mistake and got hammered, but other than that, he was really good. He's got a wipeout breaking ball. He didn't even throw a split finger, which is nasty. His fastball's got a lot of natural tumble, sink on it. Kind of brought, you know, everybody's really excited for him. He's a super kid, hard worker, and he's going to be valuable.
You didn't go with a DH on the Gray squad. What exactly are you looking for there, and what was the reasoning behind that?
I'm just trying to get those 8 hitters from the bats.
Yeah.
Going to stick a bunch of guys on that team that aren't going to play right away. You know, I figured 3 weekends, and I may have 9 over there tomorrow. We had a couple guys. One guy didn't play today, and you saw that Frazier's arm. We're not letting him throw right now, and but yeah, just, you know, want to get that. Most of those guys are starters, pretty obvious. Not trying to hide anything, and just get them maybe in a bat or two. Want them to play together, but today's more about just maybe getting another at bat.
Looked like the Pepe home run. They didn't even swing that hard.
There's 2 strikes. We choked up a little bit, bought into what we're trying to do here a little bit, and went down and hit a tough pitch, and hit it the right spot on the field today, and you know, got out of the park. It was a really good piece of hitting.
Coach, you mentioned first base being a question mark. You had Kendall out there for the red team. Is that, you know, just putting him out there, seeing what he can do, or just wait until that shoulder gets 100% until he goes back to the field?
Well, it's his non-throwing shoulder, so I already know he can play outfield. Maybe figuring it out. I want to get an offensive first baseman, but at the same time, I'm trying to get another outfielder in the outfield, and like, you know, Thomas maybe. The other 2 are pretty much won their spots in the fall, but you know, anything could happen. Just trying to be more athletic, and you know, maybe a couple of the other first basemen didn't hit enough. So just let those guys get some more experience over there. Kendall's played over there before for us. Worked out over there, played in some scrimmages. Been infielder in high school, but we didn't talk to him about it until just last week. We just said, hey, we're gonna play you here and there, and he's like, good, whatever you want me to do. And yeah, that's what's going on.
Frazier had the rough couple plays out there in the field, but then came back and hit the home run. What were your thoughts on that?
That's the first time he's been in the outfield in his life. So, you know, I didn't expect him to. I was just hoping they wouldn't hit it to him. Yeah, I mean, he had some good at bats. He had a ball 104 miles an hour to the second baseman on the ground, maybe 102, and then the home run. I mean, he got an elevated fastball, and he hammered it. So it's good to see. He's a good player. He's young. Got some soreness in the shoulder that we're gonna wait on a little bit before we let him throw.
Souza was a good hit and run there, and
yeah,
was stealing a lot of bases.
Yeah, you know, and on Souza, it wasn't a straight up hit and run. It was more just a steal, and he got a pitch and he hit it in the hole, and obviously he stole a couple bases for us. And you know, I thought Helfrich did a good job. You know, when Souza stole third, Helfrich let a pitch go right down the middle because he saw what a great jump he had. Just a good baseball play, and then the next pitch he hits a sac fly. So that's kind of stuff that wins games.
Coyle seems to have brought his form from the Cape at least back in fall and spring. I mean, what has maybe changed for him since the end of last year?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a little bit more on a mission this year. I think he wants to pitch more and knows the competition. He's getting bigger and stronger. He's a junior now. Had a good inning, struck out the side. 2 of them looking. That was disappointing on the offensive side, but for him and for him pitching for us, it was really good to see.
McGuire also, good summer. It seems like he had a good outing today. Thoughts on him?
He did. I mean, you guys are down here now. You can feel what it feels like. Not easy to grip the ball, control the ball. So I thought, for the most part, our pitchers did a great job throwing strikes under these conditions. But McGuire's a good pitcher. He had a good fall his freshman year. Didn't get off to a great start last year. Some guys got in front of him. Goes out to summer ball, does a great job. Pitched pretty well in the fall. A little tired from summer. He'll pitch for us this year.
Were the players in the dugout saying anything about the elements?
No, they don't say much about it. They say too much about it. They know they probably might not get to play too much because they're complaining about the weather. I think the guys in that dugout were fine. The guys in this dugout were freezing. So, but yeah, they know. We all know it's freezing. They don't have to say anything.
Were you
Dylan
pretty
Carter,
happy with the approach that they handled the aggressiveness on the base path today?
Who handled what? Like our pitchers or
The runners.
Yeah, I thought that, we didn't run well, we had a freshman get picked off on a hit and run, which is like a cardinal rule. You never get picked off on a hit and run, and he heard about it. And but the experienced guys, I thought they did a good job running the bases. And, as far as handling it, I think we sold some bases off some younger pitchers, and they're still learning. But we've been doing it since fall, and I think we'll do a good job defensively. We're pretty quick to the plate with our better pitchers, our experienced guys, and we're getting a lot of practice on holding runners, throwing people out.
Dylan Carter.
Yeah, I thought Dylan threw the ball good. Spotted his fastball pretty good inside to a couple right-handers, and he's worked hard. Missed some time because of injury. I hope he has a good year. We're all pulling for him. Throwing the ball in the mid-90s, so velocity's there, and it looks like he's got his command back.
There was a narrative everybody was getting hurt, but they've all rehabbed really well.
Yeah. Baseball, college baseball, any baseball, the guys, pitchers get hurt, and it's just the way it is. And it's like the rehab, and it just happens. You think about these Tommy John surgeries and all that thing. Gackel's already had it. Smith already had it. And it's a lot harder, supposedly a 7-8 year period to do to injure the arm like that again. And now Dylan's had it. And I tell you, I hate that we have to play in this type of weather, but we only have 3 weeks to get ready to play. And just trying not to extend anybody, and trying to play when the sun's out, and get off the field.
Coach.
Appreciate it.